looking at future openings in the market, or possibly looking at ways to change the use, but we haven't really finalized on which option we're going to take.
What do you mean by change the use? What sort of avenues are you pursuing?
Too early to talk right now.
Okay.
It's under internal discussion.
Okay. So based on that plan, what do you think it's worth?
It depends.
We want to make sure that we have the right buyer, the right price.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, we're interested in the cash deal, and the speed and certainty of the deal are important factors, but we're not necessarily under pressure because of those factors.
Okay. Could you explain what certainty of the deal means to you?
Certainty of closing, basically cash up front versus, payment streams in the future.
What else?
The other factor for us, which is important, is how the property is used in the future.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, our name is quite closely associated with this property,
mm-hmm.
And so it's important to us to understand what any buyer would want to do with the property.
Mm-hmm. Okay. And what does that mean to you? How do you want that to influence the deal?
We are more inclined to sell to someone who's interested in the property and plans for the property more closely aligned with that of the city and the zoning department.
Okay.
And one more caveat, we'd like to have a clear understanding of your use of the property.
So far, our interest is to continue use the way it is, but I can neither anticipate nor assert on what future uses or future plans we may have on it.
That may be an issue for us, candidly.
Mm-hmm.
We may not be willing to structure an agreement that is, completely undefined in the future uses.
Just my question to you: what's the one thing that you would like to see in an offer from us that you haven't seen so far?
A price.
It's simple for me it would be much simpler if I knew where you stood.
Okay.
In terms of
So
I find it really difficult to. You own the property.
Okay.
This is highly irregular to come in and expect me to come and suggest a price.
I think if you had something at or near, 40 to 45 million, that might be compelling.
Clearly, there's a huge disconnect. 45 million, if you had the rights to do what you had planned to do 7 years ago, would have been, may have been right for you, but it just doesn't work for us. It has to be less than 50% of that.
That's unacceptable to us.
Someone who will purchase this property will be able to make about $70 million in revenues.
Okay.
And we believe that such a development will cost about $36 million. So that means that residual value is $34 million. Now, we understand that we can ask to get all of it because the residual value is typically divided somehow between the landowner and the developer. But since in this case, we feel that since you get the cash up front, we might see ourselves eligible to get something like 60% of this 34. So it will be roughly 14 and 20. So it means that you will get now $14 million cash.
Now, because of my client, emotional attachment, and I think it's very important, it is part of the standard division. We would need to know what kind of development you want to have here, how you want to use the Bullard Houses.
I think that, as you know, my client, it's not someone who would like to disclose his identity and his plans, and I feel that I don't have the right to talk about future plans of this person. We can do something else. I understand that you're concerned. You can, if there's something that you for sure reject. For example, if there's any kind of development, you tell me now. I mean, I don't want to have here, whatever, one huge mansion. And let's say that's our plans. You can make a stipulation in the contract. But I don't think we are now up to the stage where we can disclose more than that. I would like to see whether we speak about the same price or we're talking about something that is beyond that.
Let me tell you up front, your price is way below other offers I am making. Concrete offers and more than
I don't know exactly whether you need money, whether you as a seller is in financial constraints or not. I heard all kinds of rumors. I don't know whether they're true or not. You know, there's some bad people outside. But I think that there is an opportunity to mitigate the gap between us, which is still not, because I'm the only one who can tell this. So I think you should give me some price reference in order to proceed.
I think it's fair. Do you think that maybe you would like to do a joint venture with one of the other companies who are making their offers? Because I think they are...
I'm not sure if you have anyone, but I can tell you right now you have one offer.
Okay, I have one for sure.
Okay, I don't know if you do have offer, but I assume offers you had, some of them are okay, some of them are not.